I'm Gunnar Washburn, and I'm going to be reading Eve Bunting, Night Tree. On the night before Christmas, we always go out to find our tree. We bundle up so warm, Nina is already wearing her boots that are too big for her. She has been wearing them all day. Dad sets our box in the back of the truck with the rest of his stuff on the four of us squish into the front seat. We drive through the bright Christmas streets to where the dark and quiet begins. Nina is almost asleep in Mom's lap when we stopped. Are we there? I asked, and Dad said yes, and we rolled down the window so we can smell the tree smell. We scrambled out. There are oaks growing here and alder and maple that are bare now and white in the moonshine. The pines and the spruce and the firs are green. This is called Luke's Forest, how Dad says. It's not really a forest, just a nice forgotten place where our town ends. Dad goes on the path between the trees carrying our box and the big red lantern. Mom and Nina go next, holding hands. I come last with the blanket. It hasn't snowed yet. It's so cold my breath hurts. The sky is spattered with stars and the moon, big as a basketball, slides in and out between the treetops. Dad's lantern sweeps ahead. Look, he whispers. We stop. A deer is watching us. I see the brightness of its eyes, then turns and it's gone. Here's our tree, Dad says. It's been our tree forever and ever. We walk around it, touching it. It's grown since last year, I say. Mom puts her hand on my shoulder. So have you, so have I, Nina says. Nina hates to be left out. An owl hoots deep in the darkness. There are secrets all around us. Can I put on the popcorn chain? Nina asks. She hops up and down and right out of one of her boots. Mom helps her get it back on. Nina takes one end of the chain and takes the other and winds it around our tree. We've brought apples and tangerines with strings on them, and we hang them from the branches. It's hard to hang string loops when you have gloves on, but it is too cold to take them off. 4 weeks we have been making balls of sunflower seeds and pressed millet and honey. We hang those too. We scatter shell nuts and breadcrumbs and pieces of apple underneath little creatures who can't climb very well. Our tree looks so pretty. Mom says I should spread out the blanket so we can sit on it and admire our tree. She brought us some thermos of hot chocolate. I take off my gloves and toast my hands around the warm cup. Dad turns off the lantern and says, stay quiet, hoping some of the little animals will come while we're here, hoping the deer will come back, but it doesn't. It's shy, Dad says. I'm shy too, Nina tells him. Before we leave, she and I get to choose a Christmas carol to sing. I choose O Come All Ye Faithful. Nina chooses Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That's not a Christmas song, silly, I tell her, but Mom says it's fine and a very nice song too. We sing fast because there's a lot of verses and it's getting colder. After the last EIO, we gather up our things and head to the truck. I look back once. Our tree has folded itself into the darkness, but I think I can see it still. Stars caught in its branches, and the moon swings lopsided on top. Nina gets tired, and Dad has to wrap her in the blanket and carry her. I carry her boots. Later in bed, I think about our tree, and sometimes the next day when the aunts and uncles and cousins are at our house and it's noisy and happy, I let my mind go back to the Luke's Forest, and I think about the birds having Christmas dinner and the squirrels and the possums and the raccoons and the skunks. There might even be a bear because Dad says bears don't really sleep all winter, and if one's going to wake up, I just bet it wouldn't wake up for Christmas. Or it would wake up for Christmas. Maybe a fox has come stepping high on its thin, sharp paws and they're all together singing their own Christmas song, Christmas Day around the tree. Merry Christmas.